Hello and welcome to another Sprues and Brews battle. It is very, very hot today, but we are back with a narrative battle from Warzone Cheradon Act 2, the Book of Fire, as the disciples of Be'lakor take on the Skitarii Cohort. So yeah, both of these are the armies of renown from that book. So you've got some stipulations in the list of certain things you can and can't do. Basically, it's Be'lakor and mixed Chaos Space Marines and demons. No greater demons, no demon engines, no demon princes. He doesn't get on with others. Versus a very Skitarii focused Adeptus Mechanicus army.
Yeah, so you can only I can only take units that got the Skitarii keyword. Aside from, you are allowed to take one of each flavour of the Tech Priest, of which I've got represented in the Tech Priest engines here and a Manipulus today.
Excellent. So what's happened on the battlefield? The planet of Colossi, the homeworld of House Raven, has descended into darkness, and Be'lakor, assisted by the Word Bearers, is attempting to seize the planet and rip it into the warp itself, which doesn't sound a terribly good thing to happen,
does it? No.
So, the dead basic kind of objectives in this one, we have got 6 objective markers, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, and I believe there's one way back there somewhere.
One just back here, yeah.
Apart from the first turn, at the end of your command phase, if you have an objective marker, you get 5 points, for a maximum of 20 points. That's it. At the end of the game, the side that's done the most damage to the other one gets an additional 10 points. There's some interesting things going on. It is complete darkness, so you cannot shoot things, or you can't even target things that are more than 24 inches away. If at the start of your turn your opponent's got more victory points than you, all your auras are shut down because you're terrified. So that might make things a bit interesting, probably more so for you than me.
Yeah.
I've got some auras as well with Be'lakor, but yeah. So yeah, it should be interesting to see what happens. So we're deployed. We're ready to go with Dave defending valiantly. Hopefully House Raven won't be homeless after this. Everybody watching in the chat, let us know which side you're rooting for. Is it the forces of chaos, of course, or the Skitarii fools over there who are about to get the planet stolen out from under them? So Dave, should we roll off to see who takes the first turn?
Let's do
here?
just that. That is a 1.
That is a 1. Okay, well I rolled a 1 as well, so 3.
And the 2.
What to do here?
In narrative play, you can still pick, can't you? I know in match play, you have to, if you win the roll off, you have to go first. But in narrative and open, I don't think it's.
I think, Dave, I'm going to let you take the first turn.
Okay. That's fine. Let's
go. Skitarii turn 1.
Okay, so there's a few things I need to do. If there's one thing this army is full of, it's special rules. So at the beginning of the battle round, I can choose if I want to a Canticle and a Doctriner for my army. Let's see if any of these would be beneficial. The 24-inch rule for targeting is pretty intense.
We've got 12 command points as well.
Cool. Okay. So it was typical that when you want to find it straight away, the page has moved. Right. Is there anybody in the chat yet, Matt?
Not yet, no. So, what have we got in the army, Dave, while you're finding that? Do you want to talk us through
I found the page. Right, so my army is led up by a Skitarii Marshal, who Matt is very kindly letting me use as a Daedalus model at the moment. Yeah. I've got a unit of Vanguard, I've got a Tech Priest Manipulus, I've got a Lone Dragoon, I've got 3 Dune Crawlers, 1 with the Icarus Ray, 2 with Neutron Lasers, I've got a Fusilier, Bomber, and I've also got 2 units of 5 Rangers as well to finish off my army. Oh, and a Tech Priest engines here. Okay, so for this first turn, I'm not going to pick a Doctriner. In fact, no, I'm not going to pick a Doctriner because I don't think there's going to be much going on.
Nope.
And I am going to not pick a Canticle either.
Okay,
I don't
cool.
think. Because
awesome.
I don't think there's going to be an awful lot going on in this
We're a bit
first turn.
far away, and obviously in this first turn, I might be out of range you as well.
Yeah. So my Tech Priest Manipulus has got Holy Order, Logi. He's going to put that on the Vanguard, so basically they ignore any armor penetration of -1 or -2. My Tech Priest Engines here is going to put his +1 to hit on this Dune Crawler.
Okay.
And that's it.
Cool.
That's it. I think I may be forgetting something, but I think that's it. So we're going to get onto movement. We want to start pushing on some objectives pretty early doors, I think.
Well, as you start moving those, we've got Morton Joe saying, unfortunately I've got to disappear to bed, but I'll be sure to watch later. I'm excited to see Be'lakor, if only to see how I take him down in my games. Have a good game, gents. Thanks for that, Morton Joe. Yeah, Be'lakor's a bit of a beast.
Yeah. So, you know what, actually? Yeah, no, we'll keep that as it is. So my Dragoon is going to run, Matt.
Your Dragoon's going to run, yep, cool. 6 inches?
6 inches, so he's going 16 inches.
That's fairly nippy. So what's the idea? Get some guys on, some objectives to start.
Yeah. So
start contesting.
He's going to go up there.
At least you haven't got a double turn to worry about, Dave.
No, well, it's been a while since we played any 40k, isn't it? So let's going to stay there. The Vanguard are going to...
Do you think you can move through the walls as well in the building?
Cool. So the Vanguard are kind of pop out here.
I was going to say, it's nice to roll some dice again. I know we've played some games of Path to Glory recently, but we've not played 40k since last year. You had a game, didn't you, not too long ago?
I had a game against the Drukari, Chief Unicorn from the Purple Sparkle Unicorns, Craig. We had a friendly game of Garden Hammer, of which unfortunately I lost. It was a very painful first turn. I was using an army similar to this, but it wasn't a Skitarii Cohort. I had robots, cataphrons, and all that tasty stuff.
They've just moved.
They've just moved.
Okay, cool.
In fact, I mean, they're not going to be in range of anything, are they? They're going to run, Matt.
They're going to run, get some bodies up.
Yeah.
Another 2 inches. Awesome.
Let's just shuffle that up a little
bit. Lord of Chaos says, hello, Sprues and Brews. Hello to you too. I don't know if you've just joined us. The Disciples of Be'lakor are taking on the Skitarii Cohort.
Doesn't really matter what he rolled.
Yeah, Dave's currently in his movement phase. I've let him take the first turn. He's just trying to get into some position. We can't score till turn 2 anyway, so arguably trying to get some bodies on objectives may be a good idea so you can start scoring in your next turn.
Yeah. Okay, I've got this objective down here as it is anyway, so I think I'm going to keep my rangers just out of harm's way there. This little lot is going to stay there. Should mention I've also got a unit of infiltrators in Deep Strike, but obviously they'll be coming down in the next turn or the turn after. That is all my movement.
The plane moving.
You are absolutely right. The plane is moving. Do you know, it's because the last time I got to use it, it got killed before I had a chance to do anything with it. I think he's got his eye on those pink horrors. I think.
Interesting.
So what I'm going to do is, because he's already facing that way, he's going to zoom over here.
Yep.
And he's going to turn slightly. He's going to clip that unit of pink horrors. And he's going to land himself. Land himself there.
Okay, cool.
So he can tilt 90 degrees again when he, at any point during his movement, so he's going to face that way. During this, I think it's during the movement he does this. He's going to drop some bombs on your pink horrors.
Okay, cool.
Once per turn after your model has moved in your movement phase, you can select one unit. I'm going to pick those
pink horrors. Yep.
Pink horrors. Roll 1d6 of each model in that unit to a maximum of 10. So have we got 10?
10 models unit? There. Yep.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And we are looking for 4 pluses, Matt.
4 pluses. Yep.
So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mortal wounds.
5 mortal wounds.
Mortal wounds.
Okay, I don't believe I've got a demonic kind of ignore wounds thing here, just because they haven't got an invulnerable save. So how many was that?
5.
5. That's a lot of dead demons then. Splat.
Awesome. And I think that is it for my movement phase. So we can go on to shooting, which there's not going to be an awful lot of. But we're going to go with that Fusilier first. And
he... Okay, yep, done.
he is going to target. I think he's going to finish off that unit of pink horrors. So he's going to use his what they called Cognos Heavy Stubbers. So he's armed with 4 of these.
So this is this firing everything at the horrors.
At the horrors, yeah.
Okay, cool.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Try and pick up all these dice. They're not minus anything to hit, are they?
No. Cool.
So these are hitting on freeze. That's really good. There's a 1 there. There's a 2 there.
Okay.
All those. This is strength 4.
Yep. Toughness of horrors is not very much. Toughness 3.
Toughness 3. So freeze.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got 2, 4, 6, 7 wounds.
7 wounds. 4 plus vulnerable save. There's 1 left.
Okay. Let's see if there's anything else in range. These guys advanced here. These are going to massively be out of range, I think. 24 inches. Oh, should have nudged him forward slightly. Could have taken a pot shot at your... I mean, it's overkill. It's shooting a massive laser at your bats. That's going to be it. I'm not charging with anything.
Okay, Battle Shock.
Battle Shock, it's your pink horror.
For a roll of 1, D6 come back. It's a 4. So, nope. 9, so he disappears into the warp. Pew!
Okay.
So, that
First
is,
blood as it used to be.
First blood as it used to be, that is the horrors dealt with. However, your fly is a little bit exposed there now.
He is. But it's definitely something for you to think about in your first turn, Matt.
Well, I could just ignore him or run into him and just swat him out of the air and then be out of line of sight of that thing, which is probably what I would do here. And have that objective as well. So yeah, that doesn't look too bad. So, in the command phase, I haven't really got much to do with there. Get a command point, of course. So, we are going to do some objective grabbing and getting into position to take out some of this stuff. My guns are going to be in range now because you've moved forward as well, so I can thin out those guys. So Be'lakor is going to swap this thing out of the air. So you know, move over here, so we can get an objective as well. We are going to run with the Greater Possessed. We are going to go with the Furies. 12 inches. They are also. There's literally nothing behind there, is there?
There's nothing here, no. Your closest thing is this tank.
So 13 inches with the Furies. Caw-caw!
These are super annoying in Age of Sigmar, so it'd be interesting.
Yeah, they're rubbish in 40k.
In 40k.
But they're fast. And it's all about grabbing these objectives in this one.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to go with the Obliterators next, I think. What we want to do is try and put some hurt on some of your stuff. I mean, to be fair, they can stay exactly where they are. The Nurglings are going to just be really annoying and just hide on that objective and hope that you don't take it. The other Greater Possessed is going to... Oh, what's he going to do? Does he want to try and get a charge off on you? He moves 7 inches, so... Now, he's also going to run. 10 inches. They're going to stay there. Master of Possessions is going to move this way. I believe that is a follow from Dragonzot. Sorry if I butchered that. How you doing? Hope you're enjoying the battle. I think that is all my movement, Dave. We've got some people moved into position, ready to deal with these Skitarii scoundrels.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
But first, Dave, we've got the psychic phase. Have you got any psychic defence?
I have got 0 psychic defense. So do your worst.
Okay. Void slivers, a range of 12. Unfortunately, a lot of Bellacor's abilities are a little bit out of range here. So he's going to do a smite on you. D3 mortal wounds.
Yeah.
On the flyer. So 3 mortal wounds.
3
on
mortal
the flyer.
wounds on the flyer.
How many wounds has he got left?
It does start with quite a few. It starts with 10 wounds. So actually not that many. So 7 wounds left.
Okay. Betraying shades. 18 inches. See, a lot of stuff is out of range, so he's going to try and cast Betraying Shades on that. It doesn't go off. He is going to smite 18 inches, isn't it?
It is.
So he may as well try a smite on that, which goes off. It goes up 1 each time, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's further away. It's going to be on that thing, isn't it? So that is 2 mortal wounds on that guy.
On the Dragoon, so he's got 2 mortal wounds, he's got 4 wounds left.
Cool. Okay, cool. So really the rest of them are out of range and fairly ineffectual. So we'll move on to shooting things in the face phase, Dave.
Excellent. I think you've got quite a few bits and pieces in range.
I have. So we're going to start with the Obliterators, who are going to open up on your Dragoon.
So I think he's -1 to hit.
Why is he -1 to hit?
Incense Cloud. Each time an attack is made against his unit, subtract 1 from the hit roll.
Oh, is that all the time? That's really cool.
All the time, yeah.
So that's fine. We've got plenty of guns to deal with that. So the Obliterators, they are strength 6 plus D3, so they're going to be strength 7.
Strength 7.
AP minus D3, AP minus 1, and damage D3. Damage 3.
Ooh,
So
the big 3.
you're saying they're -1 to hit.
-1 to hit.
So we're hitting on 4s. That's pretty good, Dave.
Cool.
So strength 7, what toughness are you?
Toughness 6,
So
so
3s to wounds. That is 5 wounds at -1.
5 wounds at -1.
3 damage each.
You're going to see a lot of 4+ saves here, Matt. I
dead?
have failed 3 of them, so yeah, he is gone. And I believe he does blow up. He could hurt my Vanguard here. On a 6. No.
Okay, so we've dealt with that thing. We've still got the objective, so that's good. Next, we're going to open up with the Chaos Marines. They're going to fire at this unit here. They're just in range.
Yeah, that's a bit of a miscalculation. I wish I'd put Canticles of Shroud Psalm on.
Obviously, they haven't moved as well, so we can double tap with the guns. So, Chaos Space Marines. We've got a lot of bolters in here, haven't we? Bolt guns. So, we've got 8 bolt guns, so 16 shots. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 shots. They're not -1 to hit or anything, are they?
No, and I don't think, unfortunately, I can make them -1 to hit.
So we are hitting on 3s. Daka daka daka. And you toughness 3.
Toughness 3.
So they are wounded on 3s as well. Thank you, Iron Without, for following. Hope you're enjoying the battle. That's quite a few wounds there, Dave. We've got 3, 6, 8 saves to make.
7, 8. Any minus?
Bolters are no AP.
Okay. In fact, I would have ignored it anyway because of the special rule. So these are going to be 4s. So I've lost 1, 2, 3, 4 Vanguard have died.
4 Vanguard have died. Excellent. We next have got the Reaper Auto Cannon. This is definitely overkill. So 2 shots with that, hitting on 3s. Both missed with the Reaper Auto Cannon. And then finally there is a Plasma gun in the squad. So he is going to not overcharge because that'd be silly. And he misses anyway. So, not the greatest shooting from them, but we have managed to thin down that unit a little bit and at least forced a panic test, I think. Other guns, I think I'm out of guns, to be honest.
Okay.
So, I think we're going to have to move on to the charge phase, Dave.
I think there is a charge phase.
And Be'lakor is charging that flyer.
Yeah, that's fine. He has the fly keyword, doesn't he? So.
Iron Without says, hey guys, keeping me entertained while working. Excellent. Who are you rooting for, Iron Without? Is it the heretics on this side of the board or the loyal Adeptus Mechanicus? I think next turn we're going to be a bit closer to each other and it's going to be bloody, isn't it?
Yeah, there's going to be a lot more happening. They've been quite rapid turn ones, but yeah, it's going to be interesting from the next turn.
So are you doing anything with the... No?
Nah, I'm going to save my CP.
Okay.
I don't think in Overwatch I'm going to do very much to you with some heavy stubbers.
So Be'lakor makes the charge, of course. He's just going to be careful to stay out of range of that guy. So, yeah. Knocking over lampposts and all sorts.
Be'lakor doesn't care for lampposts.
Be'lakor does not care. Be'lakor does, however, have an awful lot of attacks. So, he is going to get 6 attacks. He has 2+ to hit. There's no modifier to hit you, is there?
No, not for this guy.
And he can re-roll hits of 1. So 2+. They all hit. This is obviously with the big choppy
Sword,
attack.
yeah.
So that is strength 12.
So I'm toughness 7, so not quite double, unfortunately.
So 3s.
Ooh.
That's not great, is it? And a command point 1.
Okay.
It's a 1 as well.
Oh no.
So that is 2 at -4.
2 at
And
-4.
you can't take invulnerable saves.
Oh right. Yeah.
So that is 6, 7, 8, 9 damage.
9 damage. He is a goner. Shall we see if he blows up? He doesn't.
Oh.
It always panic. These dice, the Mechanicus symbol are on the ones, not the 6s. So he is gone.
So Be'lakor's dealt with that. He ain't happy about the horrors getting taken out turn 1.
No. He was always going to be... I mean, it's pushed Be'lakor back a bit, which I'm happy about. It's obviously a very expensive unit to do that with. But, I mean, if I'd flown over and... I wanted to make sure I dealt with a unit in turn 1. Wherever I landed in your deployment zone, Be'lakor was always going to be a threat.
Yeah.
So, you know, I dealt with the pink horrors. They give me nightmares. So, that's dealt with.
Horrors aren't so bad in 40k, to be honest.
It's been ages since I played them. I just have these memories of Sigmar and them haunting my dreams.
If it was Sigmar, there'd be about a million horrors on the board right now.
Yeah.
So really, we've just got battle shock on those guys.
So I'm going to auto pass them with CP.
Okay, so that's 1 CP to pass that.
Yeah, because I don't want to risk losing any more.
So that you're on 12 at the minute then.
Yeah. So.
Cool. And yeah, obviously in this, I think we mentioned earlier, if you fail a battle shock, instead of making you lose models from combat attrition, I can opt to shoot with them. And you probably didn't want to have your guys shot by a unit.
Absolutely not, no. And there's still quite a bit of firepower in that unit, so definitely don't want that to happen.
Cool. So we are on to the Adeptus Mechanicus turn 2, Dave.
Okay, so command phase.
First of all, you get victory point. No, you don't get victory points because it's in your territory. It's just ones that are outside your territory that you get the points for.
So I don't get any points. I am going to start using some canticles, I think. So we're going to use Shroud's Arm. So everything in my army is going to have light cover.
Yep.
We are also going to use... Do I need to do this? How much realistically am I going to have to... You could shoot me, so I can shoot you. So we're going to use the Protector Imperative. So my ballistic skill on my Skitarii units is now +1.
Cool.
So +1 to shoot, but I'm -1 weapon skill.
So -1 weapon skill, +1 to shoot, and everything's essentially got +1 save.
Yes, that's
cool.
right. Yeah.
No Sentinel 14 says, why must you give me a hard decision on who to support? On one hand, chaos is fun. On the other hand, add Mech. It is a tough one. I do like the add Mech myself.
The Manipulus is going to port his 2 buffs, so his Holy Order buff, which makes them ignore -1 and -2 AP.
Yep.
And he's also going to improve their weapons.
Okay.
The Tech Priest is going to put... I mean, they've already got +1 to hit. But just in case you do any, like, I don't know what your stratagems are.
There is some -1 to hit stuff.
Okay. He's going to put his +1 to hit on the Icarus pattern. Does he want to do that? Icarus pattern.
One thing we did forget, Dave, which would have affected, it wouldn't have affected those guys because the bombs did most of the damage, but if you're outside of 12 inches from my army, you're -1 to hit because I wreathed in shadows.
Ah, right, okay. He's going to put the +1 to hit on the neutron laser Dune Crawler.
Yep.
And that is it for command phase stuff.
Cool.
So, movements. Trying to decide what's going to be the best course of action here. Okay, so these are just going to move up to here for now, so that they get in range of, well, they're already in range, but better range of your Chaos Space Marines in that building.
Okay, cool. Trade some fire with them.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is going to move up. The Dune Crawlers, I think, can only quite slow. 8 inches.
So for keywords on scenery, we're playing the little bits of rubble and the low walls as -1 to hit. The full buildings +1 save.
Okay. They're going to stay where they are.
I believe he's out of range.
Yeah, he's got. You can move yet. He's going to move up to there. These are going to shift it across to here. Okay. That is. You know what? These are going to come out from behind this cover so they can take some shots at that Great Possessed. So that barricade's going to take a couple of inches off the move.
There seems to be a switch to the other camera angle. Seems we've got some Skitarii hiding at the back there, haven't we?
We do indeed. These two gents are going to... I mean, he's a bit stuck behind that barricade, to be fair, but he's just going to... He's not going to be able to get in range, but...
I suppose he's in a position to defend that point, I guess.
Yeah, he's just out of range. Never mind. End of my movement phase.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to bring down my infiltrators.
Bringing down your infiltrators, okay, cool.
It's going to be a bit of a squeeze getting them over there.
Outside of 9 inches of enemy units.
Yeah.
So...
You know what, actually?
9 inches away from him?
I might deal with this guy.
Cool.
And get that objective. But if I kill him with shooting, then I can't charge him. That means I can't get on the point. Those Nurglings are a pain in the bum.
No,
You know what, actually?
Interesting.
I think I'm going to drop them there.
Cool. To try and get rid of those guys sat on the objective.
Exactly, yeah. Okay, so that is the movement phase. Right, now I have to be careful how I go about this, how I go about shooting. So I've got... You start with 12, don't you, CP?
You start with 12, yeah.
So I'm down to 11, because I only spent one so
You get one at the
far.
start of your turn, though, don't you?
You do, so I've got 12 CP. Let's just note that down. Right, we're going to be using quite a bit of CP, Matt, I do warn you.
You're using all of the CP.
All of the CP. So the first CP I'm going to use is my Mars-specific stratagem called Wrath of Mars.
Do you get that if you're in the legendary thingy. You probably do. Let me just double check for you.
No
Obviously, you've got the Skitarii specific ones as well in here.
Yeah.
Anonymous Rex in the chat, how's it going, guys? It is going great. We are playing the Skitarii Cohort versus the Disciples of Be'lakor. And you've taken out a unit of horrors. We've got a dead, what's that, June Strider?
We've got a Dragoon, Sidonian Dragoon, and you've also killed my Archaeopter Fusilier as well.
Okay.
Sliced out of the air by Be'lakor.
Yeah.
So yeah, I believe I can use...
Yeah, the Mars. So in the Disciples of Be'lakor, I can't use Word Bearer ones.
Epic. So I'm going to use Wrath of Mars, which is 1 CP on this unit.
Yep.
Any 6s to wound, or modified 6s to wound, will do a mortal wound in addition to damage.
In the shooting phase?
In the shooting phase.
Okay, just on that phase.
Just in that phase.
Okay, yep.
Yep, okay. So these guys get 5 shots each. 5, 10, 15, 20. 25 shots. 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 shots. Okay, so because of my Doctrina, I am +1 to hit you, Matt.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be hitting you on 2s.
Okay.
Is there anything else that is significant?
So normally hit on 3s, hit on 2s, 6 to do mortal wounds, 6
On
to
to
do
wound. To wound,
okay.
yeah. So I'm hitting you on 2s first. This is obviously on your Nurglings.
Yeah, yeah. See a lot of 1s in there?
Yeah, there is an awful lot of 1s in there. I get to re-roll 1 dice to hit because I'm Mars.
Yep.
So we'll re-roll one of those. Rolls a
One.
1, of course. That's how it
14
goes.
says, that poor Archaeopter, what did it ever do to Be'lakor? It murdered my Horus. It had to die.
And it was a demon unit as well, to be fair, so he was particularly upset.
He wasn't happy.
One of his own. One of his own. So these are only strength 3, Matt.
Okay, I'm Nurglings. I don't think I'm even that.
I think you are, aren't you?
Double check. Toughness of a Nurgling is toughness 2.
Toughness 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
Nurglings are rubbish.
So 3s, but 6s are mortal wounds
Yep,
as well.
they're probably dead.
Unfortunately, not a single. Oh no, 1 mortal wound. There's another 2.
Okay.
So you got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 saves,
Yep.
full saves, and you've got a mortal wound in addition.
9 full saves. So 3, 6, 9. Looking for 6s. Oh! Yep. And then they're only damage 1, so disgustingly resilient. And the mortal wound, I believe we get that on as well. So 4 wounds go through, which I believe is a dead base of Nurglings. Yep, 1 dead base of Nurglings. We'll take him. Pop.
Okay, so that's that unit shot. We're now going to go over to the Vanguard. And I'm probably going to use a couple of CP here.
Okay.
So what? Just double check their. So the radium carbines are normally 18 inches, but they're +6 because of the buff I gave them from him in the command phase. So I'm going to use. I thought I picked up the cards for these, and I haven't yet. I'm definitely going to use the enrich rounds, which until the end of that phase, each time I'm modelling that unit makes an attack with a radium weapon. You'll auto wound on a 4+.
Okay.
We are also going to use the once per battle. Just double check this.
So talk us through what's happening here then.
So there's as part of the Skitarii Cohort rules, I'd get access to a few unique stratagems.
Yep.
And one of them is called.
What are you wanting to do? Add 1 to wound rolls? Add 1 to attack characteristic?
In fact, no, we'll scrap that. We'll just do enrich rounds.
Okay.
And that cost me 1 CP.
So that makes you always wound on a 4.
Always wound on a 4,
And
yeah.
you're shooting the Space Marines.
And I'm shooting the Space Marines.
Okay, what strength are your weapons?
I'm strength 3
Okay.
or 4.
Because if you're strength 4, it makes no difference. So toughness 4.
No, I'm pretty sure there are a lot of shots to Vanguard, but not high
Strength.
strength. Yeah, they're only strength 3.
Okay, well, it gives you an extra pip on your wound, doesn't it?
Yeah. And I'm sure there was another one that allowed me to... Meh, it's alright. I'm sure there was something else I was planning on using, but I can't find it at this time. So they get 3 shots each, so 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 shots.
Yep. You want -1 to hit because you're more than 12 inches away from me.
10. Said 15 then, didn't
15 shots, yeah.
I? Okay, so your -1 to hit counters my +1 to hit.
Yep.
So I'm back onto freeze.
Yep.
I'm re-rolling 1s because of my martial. 2s are misses because I've still got my auras at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So I push all those to one side for now. Re-roll those. Still miss with 1.
And then you're wounded on 4s.
In fact, yeah, you can't re-roll a re-roll, can you?
Nope.
And I'm looking for 4s. Ooh. Okay. So that unfortunately is only 5.
Any rend?
No rend.
2+ save. Because we're building. Well, 1 go through. Do I use a command point or do I just let a Space Marine die? Am I really bothered? You've got other guns that I might want to... In fact, I am going to re-roll. Yep, they're all fine.
Okay, so we're going to go next with the arc rifle in the unit. That is... you're not within half range.
Nope.
So it's just rapid fire 1.
Yep.
We're looking at a 3. We've hits. It is strength 6.
Yep.
It's wounded. That's -2.
So 4+ save. Yep.
Damn. Okay. Everything else is out of range over there. So we'll come over here. Not much in the way of options. Can't see the nailing. So this is going to fire at your Space Marines.
Okay.
My Doom Crawler.
Yep, you're -1 to hit because they're more than 12 inches away.
+1 to hit because of my things. That counters that. So everything is in range. So we'll do their
Are they all assault weapons as well?
No. The neutron laser's heavy.
Okay.
But they ignore that. They're moving and shoot.
It's a vehicle, isn't it? Cool.
So we're going to do the heavy stubbers first. So I've got 2 of these. 2, 4. Hitting on back down to... in fact, I gave him the +1 to counter from the Tech Priest.
Okay.
So
We can. So what's he got on him?
he would have been +2 to hit. +1 because of the Doctrina.
Yep.
+1 from the Tech
Cool.
Priest.
So he's +1 because of that.
Yeah.
I mean, you stack it +1 anyway, but that negates that a little
Yeah.
bit. Cool.
So these are hitting on 2s. So they've all hit.
Yep.
Strength 4, so 4s.
Yep.
So that is all bar 1. So
How many is that?
7, 2,
7.
4, 6, 7 full saves.
2+ save. 2 die.
Then we've got the neutron laser, which is D3 shots. It's the big 3. Hitting on 2s. I'm going to use... we've got my 3 Mars reroll. Yep. And then I'm going to be wounding on 2s. So that is 3 wounds at -4.
Yep. So 6+ save. Nope. 3 die.
And they're a minimum of 3 damage.
One wound each anyway, aren't they?
Yeah.
So 3 guys die. Cool.
For now, Matt. For now. They're 1 wound only.
For now, yeah. Yeah, that's something they didn't get changed in the book. Okay, cool. So there's some dead Marines.
Okay, this neutron laser also has no other viable targets. Oh, I forgot about your Greatly Possessed. Forgot about your Greatly Possessed. He needs to die. Did I move these up so they were in range?
Yeah.
Yes, they are. So, this range unit is going to shoot your Greatly Possessed first.
So another threat says, anyone pick up the Orc Boys? I skipped. I needed to be good after buying Dominion and somebody's unbuilt Lumineth army last month. I managed to pick up the Beast Snagger Army box this morning, so yeah, I'll be doing an unboxing and review of that when it arrives next week. Super excited to get the Orcs out again.
So galvanic rifles now are heavy 2.
Okay.
So they're going to be -1 because they moved.
Yep. And they're also -1 because you're more than 12 inches away.
Yeah, and +1 because of my Doctrina. So I'm going to be hitting you on 4s.
Yep.
With these. I get 1 free reroll. No. So 3 hits. They're strength 4.
Okay.
Toughness 5, I think.
Toughness of Great Possessed is fairly high, I believe. Yeah, he is toughness 5.
So I'm looking for
5s.
5s. 1 wound at -1.
Yep, he's got a 4+ save. Nope. Just 1 damage, is it?
Just 1 damage.
Okay.
How many wounds has he got left?
He's got 4 wounds left.
4 wounds left. 4 wounds left. I think I'm going to have to fire the neutron laser at him. I'm just thinking if I need to supercharge my plasma, but it's only going to do...
Technically,
Could potentially do 4 damage, actually. I am going to sack it. I'm gonna overcharge my plasma calver.
Okay.
Should have really saved my reroll for this.
Yeah.
But never mind. I can always use a CP. So this is an assault weapon. So I'm +1 and -1. So
Yep.
freeze. So
2
they both
hits.
hit. Strength 8.
3s.
Both wounded.
Yep.
-3.
6s. How much damage is that?
2 damage each.
Yep, he's dead.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
He's got an invulnerable save. 5. What did I roll there? I don't think I rolled anything that high. 5+ invulnerable save.
I didn't notice. I think you roll 3s and 4s, but I don't know
Let's
if the
take
chat spotted it.
Too late. Let's move on.
Okay.
He's dead.
So that frees up this guy then.
Yep.
To try and finish off those Marines.
Do you in range?
Should be, I think.
Is he?
Oh, you killed a guy, didn't
I did. I think you're just in range of the guy at the end. I'll I'll let you have him.
4. So we've got 2 Cognus heavy stubbers.
Yep.
Hitting on 2s.
-1 to hit because I'm 12 inches away.
Freeze. We'll use my free reroll.
So what's he hit on base?
He hits on freeze base. So they've all hit.
Yep.
Cognus heavy stubbers is 4, so 4s. That is 3 wounds, full saves.
2+ save. 1 dies.
Oof. D3 shots from the neutron laser. It's only the 1.
Yep.
You can... How many's left?
There's 4 left. You can't kill a unit.
I'm going to use a CP to reroll the amount of shots.
Have you not used a CP to reroll this phase already?
No, one of
Okay.
my Mars rerolls. So I'll knock me CP down in a second. So that's 3 shots.
Yep.
Hitting on freeze. All hits. Killing on 2s. Only 2.
6s. Nope, 2 die.
Okay. That is it for shooting because the 2 characters are not in range. So I think we're going to move on to the charge phase.
Yep.
And we're going to try my old favourite, the old 9... In fact, it might be slightly over 9
Yeah,
now.
it is over 9 inches. It is now a... Well, you had to be 9 inches away from that one.
So 10-inch charge. It's unlikely, especially because it's me.
Yep.
But no guts, no glory.
There's a 10-inch charge. Where do you want to
go? So the problem with the infiltrators is they've got pretty big bases. So I think I'm actually, because he's gonna have to go there.
Yep.
They're gonna have to just hang a line behind him, aren't they?
Unfortunately, they're in a bit of a narrow spot there, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Plus, you can go on top of the container if you want.
Yeah, he probably could.
Yeah, as long as you got your coherence and everything.
Yeah. Piling 40k is 3 inches, isn't it?
Yep, towards the closest enemy model. So it's whether you can fit in that space.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he could probably pile around there and this guy behind.
If he can fit, because he'd have to go up there, he can't fit through that gap. The only way you could do it is if that guy can fit there and pile into that space, but I'm not sure if he's got the room.
Yeah. Okay. But I mean, those two would be able to fight anyway, wouldn't they? Is it? I'm trying to remember now in 40k. The model behind if they're touching the base of the model.
Yeah, models within an inch for model in combat.
Yeah, so I've got 2 guys at least. It's just like you say, I think
just because of how big the base are, I think they'll struggle. Because I think they're bigger than the base of the Nurgle. Are they the same base of the Nurgle?
Same base.
But obviously there was a Nurgling in that space, wasn't there? And he's...
Yeah. So he can probably pile in round into that gap the Nurgling left, and he can move up slightly. So I might be able to get one more in. There's no overcharges.
Okay.
Nothing else is charging. So it's really this combat. Now I must remind myself that I am
-1 to hit.
-1 to hit you because
-1
of
to
my
weapon skill.
-1 to weapon skill. Yeah. Now, is there any way I can counter that -1? Because there are some tasty infiltrate traits.
Golden Fowl is now following. Thank you very much. Hope you're enjoying the game. We've there's quite a few demon units that have been killed this turn, but I'm feeling fairly happy on the situation here, to be honest.
Okay, so I'm going to use a couple of CP here. How many attacks do they get? It's like, because there's only a couple in combat, is it worth...
See, Dave's checking all the strategy. I'm like, roll some dice, it's all
Yeah.
good.
So I'm going to use the Assassin Constructs for 1 CP,
Yep.
giving me an extra attack.
Yep, I mean the Nurglings, you've killed him, Dave.
I didn't last time when I shot
No,
him.
you didn't.
And there's no way for me to make them +1 to hit, unfortunately.
Okay.
The doctrines are really cool, but you have to kind of weigh up
The pros
when
and
to
cons
use
of it,
them.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Absolutely.
you're going to have 3 in combat here, aren't you? Because this guy's within range of him.
And I'm strength 6, so I don't need an extra point of strength. So okay, we'll leave it at just that one stratagem. So I've got an extra attack. So I've got the leader in there, so he gets 3 attacks normally, +1 because of my CP that I spent.
Yep.
And the guy who's behind it, well, next to him, he's going to get another 2 attacks +1 for the... And I think that's going to be it, isn't it?
So, I mean, those 2 are in combat, and then this guy is within an inch of him.
So I'll be able to get another extra, so an extra 3 attacks.
Yep.
Again,
To be honest, I'm hoping you
2
kill
miss.
these, and then my possessor will pile in and murder these guys.
Potentially. Right, so these are normally hitting on 3s, but I'm going to be hitting you on 4s.
Yep.
But any 6s to hit you will score 2 hits.
Okay.
So hopefully that'll counter. So they've missed, that's missed, that's missed, that's missed.
So you get an additional 3 hits.
So I get an additional 3 hits.
Cool.
And I'm going to use one of my rerolls. 3 rerolls. That's an extra one as well. So that's pretty good. Roll
Okay,
6. These are strength
2s.
Yeah.
Nurglings.
2s.
How much damage are they?
2, 4, 6, 8. 1 damage, -1.
8 damage. So I believe we just get my disgusting resilient at 5 loss. Yeah, one's dead. One's got 2 wounds left.
See? Didn't kill him.
So we will. See within 3 inches. See, I've got the same problem as you here now, though. So he's dead.
This massive battlefield, and we choose to have a combat between a crane and some armoured containers.
Yeah. So the Nurgling's going to punch you back. I don't think he's going to do very much. He gets 4 attacks. He is hitting on 4s. So 2 hits for the Nurglings. Your toughness more than me.
I'm
One wound.
toughness 3.
1 wound, no rend.
1 wound, no rend. So 4+. I'm okay.
Cool. And that's an uneventful battle. That does mean, however, I think we are contesting that objective, though. Are they troops?
There are... no, they're not. They're elites.
Cool. I've got that objective still.
Okay. But
So-
you've got a battle shock and you're -1.
Yep, I use a stratagem to pass that on a 1. There's a Bellicor specific one.
Right, cool. Cool.
And then I'm going to use the auto pass one on those guys.
Oh, so that's handy. It's good that you've got the option of 2 there.
Yeah, obviously that's two CP now though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So 5 for Battle Shock. Any Battle Shock for you? I don't think so.
Nope.
Cool. Start my turn. I get 5 victory points.
Okay.
So we will update Faction 1 score to 5. I mean, that's a scrappy 5 victory points, but I will take it. So, any other hero phase stuff that we want to do? I don't know if there is, to be honest. We're going to deal with those Vanguard, deal with those guys. Be'lakor wants to get some stuff done. But to be fair, if I can sit happy on a 5-point lead while making you chase after me, I'll do that. So, my movement phase. You can murder them guys. Master of Possessions is going to... What is the Master of Possessions going to do?
Yeah, like you said at the beginning of the battle, Matt, it's just nice to be playing a game.
It is, yeah. Okay, cool. So, yeah, the Master of Possessions is just going to jump out this building so none of those tanks can shoot him. But you know what? These guys are going to do the same. So we stay in line of sight of them tanks. And I've still got objective then. I mean, strictly speaking, I don't need to keep the objective. I just need to stop you from taking it.
Yeah.
This guy... he's basically going to...
Nurgling's in his way, so he's got to find an
yeah,
alternative
route.
route.
So he's going to go around there. They're just going to... I mean, they're assault weapons. You're -1 to hit them while they're behind there, and they're -1 to hit anyway, so that stops any shenanigans. So they're quite content there. It's the big fella, isn't it? What do we do with the big fella? So Be'lakor, who is fairly resilient, to be fair. I mean, you could try a charge on one of them.
Oof. Oof. Cheeky.
And if he fails it, he's on the objective.
Yeah. Win-win.
The Furies.
Can we give you a hand?
Yeah, if you could move the Furies just on the other side of that building for me.
Yep, no worries.
Just so they're flapping around over there.
Putting some pressure on this objective.
Yeah, because you're -1 to hit, -1 weapon skill this turn, aren't
Still
you?
-1 weapon skill, yeah.
So
I mean, the only real unit in my army affects is the infiltrators. They're the only ones that really do the business. But, yeah.
Be'lakor's 9 inches away from you.
A classic charge.
So, shooting phase. Furies have got no... psychic phase. Psychic phase.
Psychic phase. Out of interest, Matt, with the Disciples of Be'lakor,
Yep.
do you still get to pick marks for your Chaos Space Marine units?
Yes and no. So
Okay.
Be'lakor has to have an equal number of marks across the army.
Right.
So I have to have 1 Khorne, 1 Nurgle, 1 Tzeentch, 1 Slaanesh before I can take a second Khorne. So obviously with demons with 3 marks. The only mark not represented in the minute is Slaanesh. I've not actually marked any of these guys.
Okay.
The Furies got the mark of Khorne.
Mark of Khorne. Oof.
for some choppiness. So psychic powers. We've got some cool stuff we can do here. So we're going to do Void Slivers across there. Basically targets a unit, draws a line. The unit targeted can take mortal wounds, and then anything under the line can take mortal wounds as well.
What's the range on that? Will you clip these ranges?
12 inch. I think. Hopefully, I'm hoping to get the ranges.
No,
now.
just the.
It's a mortal wound though.
Yeah, yeah.
So on a 5, doesn't go off, and he's going to do smite. Why not? For D3 mortal wounds on the tank. 3 mortal wounds on the
Big
tank.
3. 3 wounds down on the Dune Crawler.
The Master of Possessions is going to cast Penumbral Curse on your robots. That makes them -1 attack and reduces their AP.
Okay.
Goes off on a 9. So they've got 1 less attack each and their AP is worsened by 1.
Okay.
And he's also going to do Arcane Bolt, Smite, whatever it's called in this game. 5 fails, he starts at 5 and ticks up each time.
Yeah.
So, some powers down anyway. And then, yeah, we'll shoot some stuff up. So, the Obliterators are going to open up into this unit of whatever Vanguard. So, they get 12 attacks. They are Strength 6 plus D3, Strength 9, AP -3, and damage makes no difference because you only get 1 wound anyway.
I was hoping you would roll AP -1 or 2 because they would ignore that, but they don't ignore -3.
Yeah. So, I am going to be -1 because you're in that cover though. So, 4. Daka.
Bit of a disappointing salvage.
We'll reroll 1. Yeah. Again, so that's 4. It's going to be 2s to wound you. 2 dead, isn't it?
No. I get a 5 plus invulnerable save in the Skitarii Cohort.
You get a 5 plus invulnerable
Normally
save.
6, but they're 5. How many was that? 4?
2.
2. 2 5 plus invulnerable saves.
2
no. So we're going to lose you, and we're going to lose you.
Okay, and then the Reaper Autocannon and the Plasma Gun. The Reaper Autocannon gets 2 shots, I believe. Again, we've got the same situation here, haven't we?
Is that... Oh, you -1 anyway.
2s, so 1 wound there. I think it's -2, the Reaper Autocannon. So what do you do? May as well roll your save, and if you roll low, we know you failed it.
I'm okay.
Yep, and then the Plasma Gun hits. That doesn't wound. No, it does wound because you're only toughness 3.
Toughness 3, yeah.
That'll
And
be
that's
minus lots, won't
2
it?
or
So it's
3.
going to be an invulnerable save.
What is it? If it's -2, I will... I think it's -3.
Roll the dice and see what we get while I'm looking this up, and then
I've rolled a 1.
you failed, whatever it is.
We'll do 2.
Cool, yeah, I think it might be 2 and then 3 when you overcharge.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Have Greater Possessed got pistols? I don't think they do, you know.
Too busy hacking and slashing.
Yeah, too busy hacking and slashing. So we've put some pain on there. A disappointing performance for them. I was hoping more to get through.
Yeah. I thought that unit were gone.
So we are on to the charge phase. Obviously, this guy's going to charge the robots 5 inches. Bellicor's going to charge the tank.
9-inch charge.
Yep.
Will I Overwatch? Nah.
Okay. Bellicor makes it in. I don't think I can get both objectives here. If he goes there, well, he might be able to actually. I'm not within an inch of that side though, am I? So let's just go. That makes no difference.
It's 6 inches from the edge of the objective,
3 inches,
isn't it?
in 40k?
Oh, 3 inches, yeah.
So Bellicor's going to go over there, and then the Fury's going to charge as well.
And they need... they're 6 inches away.
So they go 8 inches. So we have them. Yeah, we should be able to get them all in combat. We have them towards the front, towards the objective. So they're all within 3 inches of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, Furies I've not actually used before. They, I don't think they see combat that often, to be honest.
No.
Claw.
You've successfully got them all in combat.
Excellent.
I mean, I think that unit's...
Oh no, sorry Dave, I want them. Because they're in combat if they're in 2 months anyway, aren't they?
Ah, okay, sorry.
Because then I've got more models on the objective.
I mean, they were all within 3 inches of the objective anyway.
Just keep them away from those guns over there.
Yeah.
So so we've got those in. We've got him in. We've got Be'lakor in. You're -1 weapon skill anyway. All my charges go first, unless you want to interrupt at some point.
Potentially. Depends what you go with first.
Yeah, it does. It does. So, what toughness are these guys?
3.
They're toughness 3. Okay. I am going to do...
Not that it matters, but you don't get any rerolls against them.
It's fine. Legion Boon. Demonic Boon on him. He's +1 strength, and any 6s to hit. Do a mortal wound. Oh, automatically wounds.
Okay.
So, he gets 5 attacks. +1 because he charged, because he's a Space Marine. He is hitting on 2s.
He was once a Space Marine.
He's still technically a Space Marine. He's fine. 2s. 5 hits.
Loving it.
Strength 6.
Toughness 3.
So 2s. 4 wounds. Does he get any rerolls?
Wouldn't get
Have
them
I got any
anyway.
I forgot Death to the False Emperor, so I don't think I got any 6s to hit, did I?
No.
So 4 wounds at -2.
So they're on to their 5+ invulnerable save, of which they have failed all of them.
They are D3 damage each.
Okay, you need to roll these individually because they've got 2 wounds each.
First one doesn't kill one, second one kills
We'll
one.
kill it.
Third one doesn't kill one, fourth one kills one. So 4 die. 2
2
die.
die.
Sorry.
The ones at the front are more important. Oops. Okay.
Then we may as well go with Be'lakor, haven't we?
Yes.
So 6 attacks. He is hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. That is a good job because he rolled 3 1s. So Be'lakor is hit 5 times. He's strength 12.
I am toughness 7.
So 3s, 2 1s there. How many wounds has that thing got?
He's only got 6, 7, 8 wounds left.
Okay, I won't bother re-rolling because that is 3 saves at -4 that you can't take invulnerables for.
That is
So
so good.
At least 12 damage.
That is so good, that ignoring invulnerable saves.
He is scary good.
Does he go boom? No, he doesn't go boom. But he has been conspired. Basically, whatever Be'lakor charges dies.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
the,
I'd have taken a pot
is
shot with the Overwatch, to be fair, Dave. There's a chance. If you can get... You can turn the damage of a weapon to 0, but if you can get those 3 shots off with a neutron laser...
But that's 3 shots, and you want them all to hit on 6s.
Yeah. It's unlikely, but and he's going to consolidate towards the closest unit.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, then the Furies go.
I am not going to interrupt now.
You're not going to interrupt.
No.
So, Chaos Demons, Furies, I believe with Mark of Corn you get an extra attack each.
You know what? I will interrupt. Is it 1 CP or 2 CP to interrupt?
It is 1 CP to interrupt, I believe.
Nah, now won't. No, I'll say.
We have got Jay online. How are you doing, Jay? We are currently mid-battle. At the top of the screen, in fact, let's get this down on the other one. The bottom of your screen, Be'lakor has just annihilated a Dune Crawler. It was a bit brutal, that, wasn't it? There's 2 Dune Crawlers left though. You've got guns to shoot him with.
I have got some guns left, but after this turn, it's gonna look a bit ropey for the Adeptus Mechanicus.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
Plus next turn you've got no auras as well, because I'm ahead of you on victory.
Auras aren't such a big... I mean, yeah, I've got a couple of auras, but I'm going to be a bit tight. I mean, I've not been able to shoot Be'lakor, which I kind of wanted to do before the game started.
Yeah, see, I'm surprised you moved the thing back, because that encouraged me to go after it. Or otherwise I'd have had to go forwards towards you.
But then, yeah. I just wanted to deal with a unit early doors.
I mean, that's it. That thing can take out a unit early on, and that's, a big blob of troops on this objective would have put a lot of... That's a bit sparse now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
So the Furies do indeed get +1 attack, +1 strength for charging.
Okay.
They are within range of Be'lakor now as well. So they are subject to his Shadow Lord ability. Every time they make an attack, they can re-roll the hit roll, which is really, really good. So they are hitting. I don't think they're hitting on anything great. They're hitting on 4s, but they get to re-roll it all because they're within range of Be'lakor. We'll re-roll these. And yeah, I have never used Furies before, but I thought they fit Be'lakor, don't they?
That's a lot of 4 and 5s.
Yeah, that is some pretty good performance. They are now strength 5 with the Mark of Core.
3.
So they're wounding on 3s. Again, that's pretty good. So 4, 8, 10 saves to make. I don't believe they have any rend though.
So 10 saves. Just got my 4+ save because you don't get light cover in combat. I think that's the unit gone. It is the unit gone. So that is all 5 of those rangers dead.
Jay says that Be'lakor is a monster. He absolutely is. And these guys are just going to flappy forward, aren't we? Just get behind that building. The outline of sight of that building there.
I mean, at the moment, but obviously I can move.
Yeah, but at the minute, for the purposes of like objectives at the start of turn. Cool. So now I pick a unit to fight with.
I'm going to interrupt.
You interrupt
because it would just be my luck that you would kill an infiltrator
with a Nurgling.
With a Nurgling. I'm also going to, because I'm -1 attack, so I'm going to spend a CP for that assassin's constructs. So I'm back to my what would be my profile attacks. So that's 5 attacks. We are hitting on.
So you want to plan him first, don't you? You could probably jump him up on there and get him in that spot if you wanted.
Yeah, please. Yeah, so that's another 2 attacks. I'm still hitting you on 4s though because I'm still -1 weapon skill.
Yep.
Because we're still in the same battle round.
Ooh.
That's not very good. I get 1 extra from that 6, so I've got 3 hits.
Okay.
2 wounds. So that's 3 wounds. Now they would be normally -1, but again that spell
makes no difference. Oh yes, it does. So I've got a 6+ save from a disgustingly resilience. Yeah. Fails, disgustingly resilience. Fails, he's dead. Do they want to consolidate towards the closest enemy model?
No, because I want to stay towards the objective.
So, but that's good though because battle shock. I mean, they could fail battle shock.
They won't be failing battle shock.
They won't be failing battle shock.
No.
So let's go through the battle shock first. So you've got battle shock on these guys, battle shock on those guys.
Infiltrators, I'm going to auto. Can you auto pass more
once per game?
I've already done that then. I forgot about that. So they are leadership.
I mean, the bravery's probably high enough for them not to care anyway.
I've lost 2 in this phase, haven't I?
Yep.
So the bravery 7.
So on a 6 they'd lose. Well, they have to do your combat attrition test.
5.
So the 5?
6, 7. The Vanguard have lost 3 this turn.
Yep.
And the +1 leadership actually from the Skitarii
Cohort. You
Cohort.
passed it.
They're okay. It's just worth me saying that it's another one of the special rules.
Them, isn't it? Cool.
You don't have any to take.
Do I have any to take? So we're on to your turn 3. Your turn 3, yeah. No, your turn 2.
No, my turn 3.
This is your turn 3.
Yeah.
So you get 5 points for this objective marker, which is good because that negates your. You could have potentially
had my aura switched off.
Auras.
Okay. So what is important here is to stop you from scoring 5 over here and keep that one. How many wounds does this big chap have?
He has got 16 wounds. 4+ invulnerable save. You are -1 to hit him, -1 to wound him, and he can turn the damage of
He's -1 to wound as well.
Yep, and he can change the damage of an unsaved wound to 0.
That is a big problem. So command phase again.
So Jay says, I skipped the Orcs, Anonymous Rex, we're going to grab them, but after seeing the awesome Castle and Crow model on its way, decided to work on the Grey Knights, and I'm really excited to see your Grey Knights painted, Jay. Jay does say, make him in handy against Be'lakor, to be fair. We absolutely need to do a Grey Knights versus Demons battle.
Absolutely. All the usual shenanigans over here. So the Vanguard weapons are buffed, and I'm going to give the Loki to them because there's no one else to do it to. He is going to put +1 to hit onto this Dune Crawler again.
Yep.
And that's it. I don't have many units left. So movement phase. I want to stay on that objective, but is it best charging and killing you?
So don't think you score the objective at the start of your command phase, so you'll need something on there at the end of your turn and still be alive to get it.
Yeah.
Obviously, if it's out in the open, though, yeah, I guess it's a tough decision, isn't it? Do you consolidate around it and then get some points maybe next turn, or chance it but then maybe get shot in my turn?
Because there's still a lot of firepower over there. What we definitely need to do. So he's got line of sight at Be'lakor. He doesn't. So he's going to come back here. So that he now has. I mean, these two. If I had all 3 Dune Crawlers, could have probably
I wanted to make sure one of those Dune Crawlers was dead.
Only 2 though is a problem.
So Jay asks, how are the new Charadon rules working for the Admech and the Demons? Favourite rule? For my side, I mean, just the fact that I can take a mixed army is cool. The army-wide -1 to hit if you're more than 12 inches away has really frustrated Dave this battle.
Yes, it has. And I've completely forgotten to pick my Canticles and Doctriners. So, we're going to go for... We're going to go with... We're going to go with the Bulwark Imperative. So that does mean that these guys will have to move back 3 inches. So I'm going to be +1 save, but -3 movement.
+1 save, -3 movement, okay.
Yeah.
So if that building's in the way for going after Be'lakor.
I know. I mean, to be honest, it would have been pepper fire at Be'lakor anyway. They'll go for the Greater Possessed. Do I want to go for a Canticle? We'll go with Benediction of the Omnisire. So whilst this Canticle is active, I can re-roll 1 hit roll, 1 wound roll, and 1 damage roll for each unit.
Okay.
So that's on top of my free re-roll to hit with Mars as well.
Cool.
Which is really cool. So let's carry on moving. I mean, I can probably kill that Greater Possessed with shooting. If he drops down to here,
you're doing the same trick as the Nurglings, bunker up in that little hole.
We're still got the objective because you're going to struggle to get anything over there now, over on that side of the board. These guys, there's been a bit of a firefight going on over this side. They're just going to they're just going to shoot it. I mean, they're not going to do a lot of damage. There's not many of them left. So he should be dead. Those I'm probably not going to be able to do anything about. Be'lakor, I'm not going to kill him, but if I can put some hurt on him,
if you can scratch him.
If I can scratch him, that would be great. Okay. Okay, Matt. So, shooting. We're going to start with... We're going to start with these ranges.
Yep.
They're that Greater Possessed.
Cool.
So 2, 4, 6 galvanic rifles.
So the guys at the front are within 12. The 2 at the back are going to be -1 to hit.
These 2 here.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what then. We'll do the one rifle that is in 12 inches first.
Yep.
because I've got nothing to give me +1. So these will be hitting on 3. In fact, I'm only -1 anyway with these rifles because I moved the heavy.
Yep.
So 4s with the rifles. So that's 3.
Yep.
They're strength 4, your toughness 5, I think.
Toughness 5, yep.
So 1 wound at -1.
So 4+ save. He's fine.
He's okay. The plasma, I'm going to overcharge. It's assault 2, I think. Just double checking. Pretty sure it is.
Overcharging plasma.
Overcharging plasma.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, assault 2. So we're going to be hitting on 3s.
Yep. That one.
I get
dead.
my reroll.
Yep.
Mars reroll, and I need to remember I've got Benediction the Omnisire.
Yep.
So I can reroll a wound roll as well. Don't need to.
Yep.
They're -3.
5 plus invulnerable save. Makes one of them.
2
damage.
damage.
No, I'm not going to use a CP in a shooting phase because I might need that elsewhere. So yeah, 2 damage. Cool.
2
So
damage.
3 wounds left.
Okay, he's still alive. Kind of hoping to use my infiltrators to shoot something else. Nothing else can see him. So I'm going to have to fire the infiltrators at him.
Okay.
I'm only strength 3. So do I pop Wrath of Mars to make sure he dies? Again, I did my CP from this turn actually, so I will use Wrath of Mars as well.
Okay.
So 3, 4, 5, 3 left, haven't I?
What's your favourite new rule then in this book, Dave?
I do like the Skitarii Cohort, Army of Renown. I think that's my favourite addition to the book. Not happy about my Imperial Knight homeworld getting nailed.
Hashtag spoilers.
Hashtag spoilers.
I mean, we'll see how the battle plays out. You know, maybe you'll fight them off and they'll be fine.
Maybe. So this is 15 shots going at your Greater Possessed.
Okay, cool.
Hitting on 3s. That's it. I get 2 rerolls, one from Mars,
Okay.
and one from the Benediction of the Omnisire.
Okay.
So that's one of them missed.
What strength is this?
It's only strength 3.
So
it's
5?
5s, but 6s on mortal wounds, and I've got a free reroll from the Benediction.
That's really cool with mortal wounds on the 6s.
Yeah.
Yep,
So-
he's dead.
Is he? Cool.
3 mortal wounds.
Cool. Okay, so he's a goner. I really wanted to use them on one of these two up here, really, but never mind. We're going to next go with the Vanguard. They're going to scratch the Obliterators, I guess, because I think they're going to be out of range of you Marines.
Yep, you'll be -2 to hit. You know, if there's any buffs.
Yeah.
That's what it's at the minute.
No, there's no buffs to hit with these guys.
Cool, so -1 to hit.
So there's 3 of them left. They are hitting on 4s in that case. I'm going to use my 2 free rerolls. Gives me an extra 2 hits. Oh, sorry, I'm using enriched rounds as well. So I'm down to 3 CP.
Okay.
So really I'm looking for 4s to auto wound you. That is really good. I think that gives me a minus as well. Let me just check the Manipulus data sheet.
So that enriched rounds is you always wound on a 4+.
Always wound on a 4+.
That's really handy considering these are toughness 5.
Yeah, they're AP1.
AP1,
so
okay.
2, 4, 6, 7 at AP1.
Yep, 2+ save, so 3+ save. 2 wounds.
Yep, just 2 damage. They're 3 wounds each, aren't they? Something like that.
Obliterators have got 4 wounds each.
4 wounds each.
So 2 wounds left from one of them.
2 characters out of range. I knew I wasn't really going to kill one there, but it was worth a go. It's the main event, isn't it? It's annoying that you... Basically, whatever you're going to be able to just take one of these down to 0. So when do you use that? After you know what the damage is?
When I fail a save, I can change the damage to 0.
Okay. Right, both my Dune Crawlers are going to shoot at the Bellacore.
Okay. Do you want to do them one at a time?
I'm going to be doing them one at a time,
and stuff, yeah.
So I'm going to use the Icarus pattern one first, because
Okay.
he's +1 to hit because you've got fly.
Okay.
No, I did this last time. They've changed it. It's aircraft. You get
Okay.
+1 to hit.
He's
so
not
actually,
an aircraft.
No,
And
he's definitely not an
And
aircraft.
-1 to hit because he's Bellacore.
He's -1 to hit.
You cannot re-roll any dice to hit.
I haven't got any rerolls over here anyway. So we're going to go with this first. So we'll fire the Daedalus missile launcher.
Yep.
It's heavy 1.
Yep.
So I'm hitting on a 4. It's missed. We're then going to go with the heavy Gatling rocket launcher. 5 attacks. Hitting on 4s. That's much better.
Yep.
All hits. Strength 6.
Toughness 7. So
And it's
five,
-1 to
-1 to
wound.
hit, so 6s.
That's ridiculous.
Yep. The best thing to shoot them with is not big guns, but lots of like rangers or something. You volume of fire.
6s. Nothing. Wondering if I should have shot the fly bat things instead.
Fly back things. The Furies.
Yeah. And then I've got the twin Icarus autocannon from the same tank. Hitting on 4s. So 2 hits. Oh, I get my free rerolls.
Can't reroll anything.
Can't rerolls, no. So 2 hits. Strength 7 this time.
So yeah, that would be 4s, but it's 5s.
1 wound at -1.
4 plus invulnerable save. Which he doesn't make. How much damage is that?
2.
You've got guns left.
I've got the other Dune Crawler.
It's 2 damage. He's got 14 left.
How to deal with a problem like Bellacore is the next Warhammer Plus TV program
Yeah.
coming to a screen near you. Right, we're going to fire the second Dune Crawler.
Yep.
You can only see him. So we're going to fire the Cognus Heavy Stubbers first.
Yep.
So hitting on 4s. No rerolls because it's Bellacore and he's annoying. 6s. 1 wound, full save.
He makes it.
Okay. D3 shots from the neutron laser. The big
Solo
3,
neutron
please.
laser. 2 shots.
Hitting on 4s. Doesn't matter when I roll it because you're going to make it 0 anyway. I don't even know what I need to wound, but it's not going to be that because it's strength 12, so it would have been 3s, it would have been 4s.
Yep.
Absolutely nothing.
Bellacore's a bit good, isn't he?
He's ridiculous.
I honestly think he's a bit of a trap to get people shooting their low number
The
of
problem
shots
is,
with those weapons.
the problem is how quick he is. You've got to deal with him. And I know, I get what you're saying about small fire, but I've only got a unit of 5 rangers.
Yeah.
They're not going to scratch him. You need like 20 Vanguard.
Yeah.
You know, auto wounded on 4s.
Those guys were your best bet at killing him. Volume of fire.
Yeah. With Wrath of Mars for mortal wounds. He's got no mortal wound save, has he?
No.
But it is what it is. It is what it is.
That was unlucky. I mean, you did 2 damage to him. If he bleeds, we can kill him.
If he bleeds, we can kill him. That is
Any charges?
everything. No, nothing's in charge.
You're going to 12-inch, are you?
Absolutely not. No. No, absolutely not.
Cool. Okay. So it is my turn. I get 5 victory points for having an objective. Putting me on 10 to your 5. It's still fairly close, to be fair. We're both spread pretty thin. I guess in my favour I have got that massive demon prince though.
Yeah.
I mean, this is all looking a bit ropey on this side. So what we're going to do is gain a command point. Put me on 6. We've only got 2 turns left, so we are running a bit thin. I could do with murdering them. I could do with murdering them. These are both good options.
I really like the obliterators, but they've not performed for you this game. Maybe this is the turn that they take a unit out.
They have been quite unlucky. So, okay, they're just going to consolidate around this because I don't want you taking this objective and getting some points. So, if we deal with them, then we can start advancing up in the later turns. The Fury's job is basically to hold that objective. So they're going to flat back Dave 3 inches away from the other side of that objective.
Okay. So I'm just going to go to here.
In fact, no, you know what? First of all, Bellacor's going to move over here.
Interesting.
And then the Furies are going to be 3 inches away, so that building's between them and the Dune Crawler.
Sorry, where do you want me
So
to?
they're within range. So there's one within the range of the objective, but they're behind this building, so you've got to move out if you want to get them.
Got you. So this can go all the way over here then. So you just want it, so at least they're tagging.
So just one of them within 3 inches, and then your guys have got to...
Right, so neither of my Dune Crawlers can see them there. You've still quite happily got that objective.
And then Be'lakor is quite content there as well. In fact, he's going to run. So he's fly anyway. So he's just going to be like...
Matt playing a bit more reserved with Be'lakor. I thought he was just going to come slamming into my lines.
What's the benefit though? If I do, you're within range, you're not managed to hit anymore. Well, here I've got the objective and you've got to waste all the firepower in the world to take him out.
But I think if he charged in, he could probably get both of these units, happily kill them both. This won't touch him.
Okay, but then I wouldn't have an objective on the next turn. Where this way round, I'd be like 30 points ahead. So I'm playing to the objectives on this one, just because I'm running out of units to do that. And now you would have come to me and shoot either them or him, and if they do come out, then I can counter-attack you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, that's my movement, really. Psychic powers. We are going to cast some spells. You don't get any aura abilities. Void Slicer's out the way. Okay, we're going to do Betraying Shades with this guy.
This is the -1
This is a new one that we haven't seen yet.
Ooh.
It's gone off. I pick up to 6 models in the squad.
Right.
I add up the combined attacks characteristic of that. So, what's the attacks characteristic of that lot?
So the leader's got 3, the other 2 have got 2 each.
I take dice equal to that. Each 6 is a mortal wound.
Oh, right, that's good.
So, elite units with loads of attacks, you could potentially do a load of damage.
Yeah.
They're 3 mortal wounds.
Oof. So that's going to kill him, and it's going to put a wound on the next one. So he's got 1 wound left.
And then you're going to do Smite, which fails. Re-roll in the psychic phase. Goes off in a 9. D3. 3 mortal wounds.
That's the unit dead.
Be'lakor unfortunately out of the range to cast anything.
That is a big problem for my next turn.
Okay, shooting phase. The Belliterators. Yeah, then we'll shoot that squad. Yeah, I mean, we're both at like the extremes of our range here, aren't we?
Yeah. We've just been stood behind these barricades like...
Yeah. So the guns are strength 6 plus D3. So they are strength 7. They are AP -3. And damage doesn't matter, does it?
No.
So again, we're hitting on 4s because you're in -1 to hit as well. I don't think it will matter. 2s to wound. And then just your invulnerable save, isn't it? 6 of them.
6 of them. 6 5+ invulnerable saves. That's pretty good. 6 5+ invulnerable saves. The unit is... Oh, that was a good attempt.
Yeah, they stood for the last man.
But no, that's that unit gone. Leaving my 2 characters
in the open, unfortunately.
But probably out of range, maybe, just?
Unfortunately, they are just in range. How many wounds has your general got?
I think he's got 5. Let's just check. Skitarii Marshal has got a number of wounds. He only has 4 wounds.
He only has 4 wounds. This is why I ask, because do I overcharge or not? The eternal question.
He's only toughness 3 like everything else.
I haven't re-rolled this shooting phase, have I?
No, you re-rolled
I'm
in the
the
psychic
psychic
phase.
I'm going to overcharge.
Overcharge.
So, he is going to shoot you. He misses. But he doesn't blow up, so that's good.
No.
The Reaper auto cannon. 1 hit. He's got 1... you know what? I'm going to re-roll. Yeah. So I'm down to 4 command points. 2 strength 7. What toughness are you?
I'm toughness 3.
2 go through. Minus 2 AP.
Sorry,
minus 1 AP. 2 damage.
minus 1 AP. So I think he's got a 3+ save.
So basically, he needs to save
4
both of
save.
these or die.
5+. Nope, he's dead. That is my Warlord slaying.
Warlords, and I think, Dave, I've run out of guns. That is the end of my turn 3. So onto your turn 4, you've got 0 objective, 0 victory points. Because I now have more victory points than you, you have no aura abilities.
You've killed my guy with my aura, so no need to worry about that. So we are running out of options here. I mean, my Manipulus could run onto that objective. Will he survive a turn? I mean, I've got to try it, haven't I?
You've got to go for it.
Let's have a look at... Is there anything that can make him untargetable? No, there isn't anything that can make him untargetable. But let's have a look at Doctriners and Canticles. So, of course, I get Canticle. Normally, Skitarii don't get Canticles, but because of Mars, I do.
Yeah.
I should have really played Metallica for the theme of the mission.
Should have been
really.
a chair, should have done.
So...
Have a quick swoop of the battlefield while you're here. So, we've got quite... I mean, there's not many Chaos Space Marines left, but there's a little bit of detachment on that objective there.
I mean, it's...
Towards the back of the battlefield, we've got some Dune Crawlers, just kind of stalking Be'lakor. The problem, I guess, on your side being that big block of Furies and Be'lakor himself.
Yeah. So I'm gonna use the invocate. No, not that one. Incantation of the Iron Soul. So each time a combat attrition test is taken, I ignore any modifiers.
Okay.
And also I get a 5+ feel no pain.
Okay, that's
across
handy.
wounds and mortal wounds.
Is that across the entire army?
Across the entire army.
Cool.
That's everything that can get Canticles. Doctriners, there's not really gonna be anything massively that's gonna help me, so we'll not bother with those.
Okay.
So command phase, he can't buff anybody. He is gonna give +1 to hit. To this one.
Okay.
That's it. Movement. Oh, what? Can I? Yeah. I'm going to run with that Manipulus.
Yep.
An extra inch. 7.
So you should be able to just get on the far end of that to get our line of sight.
Yeah.
Cheeky.
Cheeky, but necessary. What to do about Be'lakor?
You're going to make me move my obliterators out of cover, aren't you?
Yeah. Beep, beep. Target acquired.
Is he within 12 inches of them?
Yeah. Kind of don't want to close in on Be'lakor, but I'm gonna have to.
Will Be'lakor take the planet?
So even if I move, I'm still going to be outside of 12 inches.
So for Be'lakor, it's just always... It's just on the army that it's 12 inches.
Of course, yeah, it is, yeah. So we'll keep the Dune Crawler where it is. Rangers are going to come in here, heading towards this objective. I'm not going to score from that objective.
Yeah, so in this scenario, obviously it's only the neutral ones and your enemies ones that you actually gain any points from. So really, you could do with trying to take both these objectives.
Yeah. But there's a big, winged, nasty man
Nasty.
in that one. So... Okay. So that is going to be my movement.
Okay.
So all I can really do here is stop you from scoring this turn, but you're still going to be 5 points ahead. But there's not a lot else I can do. I've got no stratagems that would allow me to redeploy to any of your other objectives. So, okay, so we're just going to move on to shooting.
Okay.
We're going to go with this guy first.
Yep.
He's going to shoot at your bat creatures, your corn bat creatures.
That is just rude, isn't it?
So, heavy one from the Daedalus missile launcher. Which one did I give +1 to? I gave it to him, didn't I? So he's going to be hitting on a 2 with this.
This is against the Furies, okay?
Yep. It's hit. It's strength 7.
Yep.
It's wounded. It's -3.
Demon, 5+ invulnerable save. Makes it.
You get the Gatling rocket launcher. 5 shots. Hitting on 2s. I will, at this point, not use my free reroll. That's a hit anyway. And I'm wounding on its strength 7. So
Yes, 4 go through.
4 wounds there, again, -2.
5+ invulnerable save. Makes 3 of them.
Stop making your invulnerable saves!
1 demon dies.
Icarus autocannon. Ho! Hitting on 2s. All hits. So could have used me Miles reroll, but never mind. Again, wounding at strength 7.
Yep.
All wounds. Go on then, make 4 invulnerable saves, I dare you.
There's 1 demon left.
I thought you were going to pass them all then.
The one that's within 3 inches can stay.
Okay. One demon. Gonna have to do with a fabled split fire, aren't I?
They're within 12 inches, so they're not -1 to hit him.
What is the toughness of those things?
They're +3. They're rubbish.
We are going to...
A lot of tic-tacs going on.
We are going to fire the radium pistol from this unit at him.
Okay. Any other guns from that unit, shoot him.
And we're going to fire... I really don't want to split fire, Matt. Because I know we'll live. I know we'll live. And I'm not going to kill Be'lakor. So the only thing that, right, so the plasma is going to shoot Be'lakor.
Yep.
All the rest of them are going to shoot him.
Okay, Warp Surge, 2 CP. He's got a 4+ invulnerable save.
Okay. So we've got 6 shots from the galvanic rifles.
Okay.
I'm going to use a stratagem here called leaving you in suspense. It's called Make These Guns Not Heavy Again.
Make These Guns Not Heavy Again. Is that what it's called?
That's its official title. No, its official title is called... Ooh, it's 2 CP, but at this point in the game...
Unless you want to re-roll some important... How many CP you got left?
No, I'm not going to use it actually. What that would have done is turned it into Rapid Fire 2 instead of Heavy. But,
Okay.
I might need to...
It's a single demon. It's a
Auto-pass.
single demon that's alive.
Force to hit. I get a Mars reroll. Rolls it into a 1 again. And then we are looking for... It's strength 4.
3s.
So all at -1, 3 at -1.
3 at
so
-1.
4 plus invulnerable save, I guess.
Nope, he's dead. Disappears back into the warp.
We're going to overcharge the plasma.
Overcharging the plasma at Be'lakor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hitting on 4s.
Yep.
Reroll.
That way, including the -1. And you can't reroll anything.
I've used my free reroll.
You can't reroll anyway, it's Bellicor.
Ah, he's dead then, but he still gets to resolve his attack.
So the four is it including the -1? Was it?
Yeah.
Cool. So he gets 1 through. Yep. -1 to wounds. Does not wound.
Because it would be strength 8.
Yep. So 8 it'd be on 3s, with the -1 it's 4s, and then
he's
he
also
blows
dead.
up. Pew! Cool. Well, that was good.
So just got this fella, and he's gonna fire everything at Bellicor.
Yep. Shooter.
So we'll do the Cognus first. 6, 8. Hitting on 4s.
It's not many 4s, Dave.
Can't use the rerolls. So hard to kill.
He is super hard to kill.
6s. Oops, I'll reroll that one. Nothing. D3 shots from the neutron laser. Oh, 1. Now I can't reroll. I can't reroll anything. I can't even roll number of
You
shots.
can't reroll hits.
Right. I'm gonna spend a CP to reroll the number of shots.
Okay, how many CP you got left?
I'm down to 2.
3 shots.
3 shots. That's better. Stop these, Bellicor. Hitting on
-1 to hit.
hitting on 4s. I'll reroll that.
2 hits.
2 hits.
What strength are you?
Strength 12.
Okay, so that'd be wounding on 3s, but it's wounded on 4s because it's -1 to wound. It's 1 wound. It's got 4+ invulnerable save, which he passes.
Stupid Bellicor. That's it. That's it. I'm not charging anything. That's no morale. That's the end of my turn. So
Okay.
your turn.
So they're what's their bravery? They're fine, aren't they? With 1 guy dying.
They're +1 leadership as well, so
Yeah,
definitely
cool.
okay.
So to start my turn, I get 5 victory points for being in range of that one.
So now you've got a 10-point lead.
Yep. So let's do that. Faction 1 score is now 15. Let's do that. So 15 points to the Disciples of Bellicor. Then anything else to resolve here? Probably not, to be honest. And I've got another turn after this, so I can let you come to me and then finish you off. So what we're going to have to do is shoot that guy, because I can see if I come out here. If I'm out of my cover now, but...
I'll say this out loud now. The damage will be important when you're rolling.
Yeah.
I mean,
these guys are going to run. Because they may as well. The Psyker may as well run as well. Not very far. Cool. So they're running out of there because I don't think you've got anything left that can take my objective there, really. Belly. What is Belly going to do? I am kind of tempted to just murder something.
I mean,
I'm trying to restrain him.
I mean, let's be honest. Am I going to be able to... You're 10 points ahead of me, so that would mean... I'm not going to score
there's
any...
bonus points for the most models killed at the end. If I get in a position where both of your things can shoot me...
He's 18 power level, isn't he?
Mm.
So that is a big chunk of your army.
So I'm better letting you stress and come to me.
Yeah.
So as much as... Turn 5 he'll sally forth and murder something, but for this turn he really needs to stay where he is. So that is my movement phase. Ooh, or is it? Because he might be in range to do some psychic shenanigans there. 12 inches. Void slivers. If it passed multiple units, they'd all take a mortal wound, but it's just going to be 1 mortal wound. On a 6.
5, I think it goes off on.
Goes off on a 5, yes, that's a mortal wound on the Skitarii.
I get a 5+ feel no pain.
Against,
from my...
Oh, you do, yeah.
Against wounds and... Ha ha! He's fine.
The faith of the Omnissiah
He's
stops
fine.
it. Smite. In fact, yeah, smite. Yeah. 3 more wounds.
3 mortal wounds. 3 5s and 6s, please. No, failed all those. That's 3 of them dead. We will just keep the leader alive, I guess.
Okay, this guy will do the same. Smite. Doesn't go off. And then he's going to do his... How many attacks has that guy got?
Not many. He's absolutely terrible in combat. He has got 3 attacks.
Yeah, that's worth it. We've tried that.
Gone off.
So 3 dice, any 6 is a mortal wound. That's a mortal wound, worth a shot.
5+ to stop it. No, he's taking a wound. He's got 4 wounds left.
Onto the shooting phase. It's really only this obliterator that I can see him. The rest have got that box in the way. So it's going to be strength 6 plus 2, so strength 8, AP -1, damage 3. Daka daka daka. That is 4 hits. What toughness are you?
4.
So strength 8, wasn't it? So 2s.
Oh!
May as well use a CP to re-roll one of them. So 3 wounds, -1. 3 damage each.
So he has a 2+ save.
Nice.
So he's got a 3+ save first, which he has failed 2 of them.
So 6 wounds.
So 6, 4, 5, 6, 5+ shrugs. Oh my days. What a
He
legend.
saves 4 of them.
What a legend. He's taken 2.
Amazing.
2 wounds left.
Fabius Fulcrum asks what the list was. So I had Be'lakor, I had a unit of Pink Horrors, a unit of Furies, a unit of Nurglings, a unit of Chaos Space Marines, 2 Greater Possessed, 2 Obliterators and a Master of Possession. We're 50 something power each?
54.
54. But I've not killed him. I've not killed him.
You've not
That's
killed him.
frustrating.
You've not killed him.
Charges, I don't think there are any. Be'lakor would be silly to charge him there, really, I feel.
Yeah.
So I may as well end my turn there. Battle shock on that fella.
So he's leadership 7, leadership 8 because of +1 because
Yep.
of the Skitarii Cohort. He's lost 3. He's fine.
He's fine.
He's a 1.
So your turn, for the final turn of the game, you have got, through faith in the Omnissiah, you managed to grab that objective to put you on 10. Alas, I don't think it's enough for the win, but that's 5 more points on the scoreboard.
Yeah. So we're going to. I don't know if there's going to be any handy. So we've used that. Add 1 to the strength of melee. Not going to be getting into combat unless you charge me. Use that. Use that. We're going to go Litany of the Electromancer. So if you do get into combat with me, you're going to be -1 to hit me across my army. And we're not going to do any Doctriners.
Okay. Fabius Fulcrum says, cool, never even thought about Nurgling as a Nurgle unit. It seems like an easy one to paint up. Yeah. So if you've not played the Disciples of Be'lakor, you need an even split of all gods. So, but Nurglings are like 2 power, and you can set them up 9 inches away from enemy units. They're a really good one to stick on an objective turn 1. And then they're just annoying to get rid of. So yeah, that's a nice little filler one to keep your gods in alignment in Be'lakor's army.
I mean, I can't shoot any of them because even if I move, you're going to be out of line of sight. So it's just going to probably end up being another turn wasted shooting Be'lakor.
That's what he's there for.
Because nothing else is going to be able to do anything. So movement, this guy doesn't care.
He's going in heroically. We need action cam here, don't we? Let me.
Be'lakor only counts as 1 model.
Be'lakor does.
If I kill him, that 1 Ranger Alpha couldn't hit that objective.
This is like the heroic guardsman making the stand against Horus, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. This Dune Crawler is going to come out from behind this building, so he's got line of sight on Be'lakor. I'm going to put +1 on to this Dune Crawler, obviously, because it's the only one in range. There's nothing else to do in the command phase or movement phase.
Yep.
That's it.
That guy's hiding there, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean it's turn 5, so you're not.
I suppose I can't.
You can't. What you can do is make him not die. You could just run away
And save power level.
and save power level.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Because there's no point.
He hasn't actually got to use his gun.
I mean, you could pop him out and try and kill something, but then
But
I
they're
will
going to
shoot
get
you
shot.
back.
Yeah. Well, you'll smite me. You'll kill me with psychic powers.
In which case, do you want to try and do some damage before he dies then?
I can't shoot the Master of Possession.
You can.
He's
Why
not the
can't you shoot
closest model.
Doesn't matter, he's not within a unit of 3 models.
But then he's probably going to die to Reaper Cannon or
Yeah,
Obliterators.
yeah. But if you can kill him, that's extra power level you've taken for the end of the game.
How many power level is he?
Like 4 or 5, he's quite expensive.
But that would counter it if you then kill the
Yeah,
Manipulus.
exactly. Yeah, you trade the unit for a unit, aren't you?
So that's going to be it for movement. Do you know what I really miss? And this is why I always take an Inquisitor. Is you've done a lot of damage to me in the psychic phase. I think having even just one attempt to deny something is so key. Always take an Inquisitor, folks. But couldn't in this one because it's Skitarii Cohort. So shooting phase. This little guy.
We're going on the Heroic Guardsman.
This guy, this Ranger Alpha with his radium pistol is going to point it at Be'lakor. He is going to... Yeah, so he's pointing at Be'lakor. Let's see if he hits.
He's pointing at Be'lakor. -1 to hit.
He's hit you. He's not fussed. He's got a radium pistol. This is strength 3. Basically, I need a 6 or... I'm sorry, it's a hit roll of 6 is automatically wounds. I need a 6.
Nope.
He's not done it.
Oh well, that's a shame.
He tried. We're now going to go with this.
The other one.
The other one. So it's going to be the Daedalus rocket launcher first.
A Be'lakor, yep.
A Be'lakor hitting on 4s.
Pew pew, missed.
Missed. The Gatling rocket launcher
Daka.
has hit twice.
What strength is it?
It's strength 7.
So it'd wound on 4s, which goes to 5s.
So 1 wound at -2.
4 plus invulnerable save, which he fails.
It's only 1 damage.
I just take 1 damage. 13 wounds left.
5, 6. No, what am I doing? Looking at the strength and not the number of shots. 4 shots from the Twin Icarus cannon.
Yep.
Hitting on 4s.
1 hit.
He's hit once. Wounding on a 5. Nope. Neutron. The other Dune Crawler.
Yep.
Cognus Heavy Subtle first. He's hitting on freeze actually.
So what's he hitting on base?
He's hitting on freeze base.
Yep.
+1 to hit.
-1
so
to hit. So
you count it out. So all of them were hits.
Okay, cool.
What I need 6s. I need 6s to wound. So that
I've got a wound.
is 1 wound, yeah.
So 4 plus invulnerable save,
Sorry.
which he makes.
Okay. D3 shots from the Icarus. 1, I'm going to spend the CP that I got at the start of the turn to re-roll that.
3 shots with a neutron laser.
3 shots with the neutron laser. Hitting on freeze.
1 misses.
Can't re-roll. 1 wound. 4.
So what's
he's strength 12.
Strength
so
12 would
no.
be 3 go to 4s.
Oh yeah, so 1 wound.
So 1 wound, 4 plus invulnerable save,
Which he's going to make.
which he doesn't,
He doesn't make.
I changed the damage to 0.
I mean, what damage would that have been? It'd have been. It would have been 5.
Yeah. So
3, 4, 5. Yeah.
yeah. I think you use all my command points then.
Yeah.
So that's the shooting phase. Is there a charge phase, Dave?
I'm not going to throw away that unit now.
You're not going to throw away the unit. I'm disappointed, Dave.
He's a whole 2 power level there, Matt.
I am very, very disappointed. Okay, cool. My turn 5. I get 5 points. Got me on 20. So action 1 score is 20. Because at this point, the extra 10 points, I don't think it's going to make much of a difference, to be honest.
No.
So let's try and just clean up then. See what we can do. So, movement phase. Be'lakor is absolutely going to murder this guardsman.
Skitarii.
There's Skitarii. They keep calling him a guardsman.
He's got bionics.
He's got bionics. I can't really get to
He's
that
about
guy.
as human as an Apple Mac.
He's about as human as an Apple Mac. I mean, really, I can just go like that and then shoot you with him. This guy's going to go forward. He may as well run. Smite him.
So as you can see the top of his staff, can't he?
He can see him anyway. He's not in the way. It's not blocking his line of sight. Unfortunately, these guys are only movement 4, so they're a little bit knackered there, but they'll waddle out anyway. So, onto the shooting phase. Reaper also coming into that guy. Hits with 1, strength 7.
Toughness 4.
It wounds, AP -1 and 2 damage.
So 3+. He's okay.
Curses. That's it. Psychic phase. Smite.
Because you don't need line of sight, do you?
D3 mortal wounds. That's 1 wound. He's not dead. He's not dead!
1 wound left.
Does my other one need line of sight? No. Betraying shade. So I'm going to do the same one again where I roll number of dice equal to his attacks characteristic. Each 6 is a mortal wound. Goes off in an 11. 3 attacks does he have?
Yeah.
So we need a 6 to kill him. He lives to fight another day. Okay, Bellicor charges the Skitarii.
You're not going to kill him with psychic powers?
Nope. Bellicor makes the charge. Just hang on. We need some kind of cinematic showdown here. As the lone Skitarii
Ranger Alpha
takes on
facing down Bellicor.
Takes on Bellicor.
And do you know what's rude as well, Matt?
What?
You're -1 to hit him.
I'm -1 to hit him.
So Litany of the Electromancer.
That's fine.
It's going to save his life.
So Bellicor gets 5 attacks. 6 attacks. He is hitting on 2s. -1 to hit, but he's re-rolling. So 3s with a re-roll. Hits 5 times. I mean, he's dead. 2s. Yeah, he's dead.
I've got an invulnerable save. I can't take invulnerable saves.
You take about 30 odd damage.
He is ridiculous.
Bellicor's very, very good. I think points wise, I'm probably ahead of you there as well, just on the fact there's 18 points in Bellicor on the table.
Yeah. I mean, I think these are 6 each. That's 6, 12. I've probably got about 16 points on the table.
Yeah, you've killed quite a few units.
Yeah. It was. I mean, what you won by 10 in the end. Well, you won by.
So
yeah.
I killed more stuff. So my final score at the end of the game is 30 to your 10. And I think it wouldn't. If I'd have charged forward with Bellicor, I wouldn't necessarily have that later. I really had to.
I don't
just
know.
In case.
I don't know if you'd have got my objective.
It made no difference. That one's worth 5 and there's a load of stuff behind it. This one's worth 5 and there's nothing there. So I may as well stand next to them and nothing there.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, Bellicor is very, very strong, and I think he can only be in one place at a time. He will murder anything he goes into. But he's only movement 12. The thing's faster than that.
Really
the thing's faster than that.
Really fast. I mean, I got him pushed back towards the back of the board. I mean, for me, maybe I should have had the Vanguard on this side to deal with him, because with a combination of stratagems, I could have used Wrath of Mars and that enriched rounds on the Vanguard and potentially done some damage to him. Wrath of Mars from the infiltrators.
What I would maybe done is infiltrators, pop down, shoot him, charge him. That's your best chance of doing a massive damage to him just through weight of fire.
So they would have been wounded him on 6s in
But the 6s do more wounds anyway, don't they?
With Wrath of Mars. They wouldn't have...
25 attacks.
25 attacks, hitting on either 3s or 2s, so let's say 3s, and then wounding. They can only wound on a 6, and that also does a mortal wound. You're going to probably save him.
That bypasses his invulnerable save, though.
Yeah, the mortal wound does.
And
if I'd have charged you, their strength 7, so...
Toughness 7, so you'd be wounded on 5s.
On 5s. -1 rend, but only 1 damage.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a 4+ invul anyway.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, he's hard to kill. Like I said earlier, I think he's a bit of a trap for those tanks and stuff, because realistically, if that lucky shot goes through, he just uses the stratagem to ignore it.
Yeah. On face value, you would look at a big model like him and go, oh, Dave's got 3 tanks, he'll just snipe him away, but yeah, combination of things made him impossible to take down, which was a shame, but it was still a really good game. The Skitarii Cohort I like. Would I run it again? There's stuff that I do like the Cataphrons, and obviously it locks you out of stuff like Inquisitors, which, like I said earlier on in the game, you had free reign in your psychic phase.
Yeah, I mean, so I suppose the thing with Be'lakor is you can take him in a normal demon's army. He's still -1 to hit, -1 to wound, all that ridiculous stuff. The rest of the army hasn't got that though. So in Be'lakor's Disciples of Be'lakor, that is a really strong ability, essentially making you -1 to hit against my entire force.
Yeah, that's really good.
Now, the stratagems, including the stratagem to ignore damage, is exclusive to the Disciples of Be'lakor as well. Now, he has got the Disciples of Be'lakor... no, he hasn't got the Disciples of Be'lakor keyword, so he can only do that in that army. Now, in that army, you can't take any Greater Demons, you can't take any Demon Princes, you can't take any Demon Engines for your Chaos Space Marine stuff. I mean, really, and we were chatting about this off podcast, and we'll probably do a proper review of this book on the next podcast recording this week. But really, this army is just a mechanism to get Be'lakor into the place he needs to be.
Yeah.
The rest of the army is really just cannon fodder, albeit cannon fodder that's really hard to hit because it's -1 to hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
He does most of the heavy lifting, which, to be fair, is kind of what he does in AOS as well.
Yeah. And he's very good at it.
Yeah, if you can get lots of mortal wounds on him, if there's any weapons that do a mass fire of mortal wounds, or even just rubbish ranged shooting, through volume of fire you'll start nibbling away at him. He can't heal those wounds back anyway. And as he starts to take damage, he gets slower as well. If you can take him down to 8 wounds, he's movement 8 then.
Can the Master of Possessions not heal him?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't heal things. The Master Possession is basically a psyker that makes enemy psychers harder.
Maybe I'm getting my Chaos Space Marine knowledge mixed up. I thought there was one that healed things.
Demon Engine. I don't think it'd heal any demons.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, Be'lakor's very, very strong. He's going to be tough to take down. Tougher in a Disciples of Be'lakor list. I'm just not sure with the lack of great. This was a fun narrative game, and we didn't have tune lists. We just talked the bits that we had to fit that
what we were
army
aiming for.
renown.
I've pretty much taken all the Skitarii stuff I've got painted.
Yeah.
Hence why I only had like the 1 Dragoon.
Yeah. Where arguably Greater Demons are really, really good. They're the best unit in the Demon book now. Demon book's 3 or 4 years old at this point. I imagine we'll get a new one, and baked within the book we might see some synergies with Be'lakor. Furies don't get taken, but they were a good cheap throwaway unit that I could put whatever mark I wanted on them.
And they're very quick, and they're -1 to hit over 12 inches, so...
Yeah, but arguably a unit Demonettes would be as well.
Yeah, that's true. They're very nippy, aren't they?
So, I think... At the minute, I really like it. I think in a competitive list you might want the Greater Demons, so go pure Demons rather than Disciples of Be'lakor. It does plug a huge gap in the Demon army though, in that you've got all these gun units. The Obliterators, while they didn't do much damage, they threw out an awful lot of firepower. If they'd have been in another position on the board, they'd have been threatening those Dune Crawlers with minimum of strength 7.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think thematically, running Chaos Demon side by side with Marines is really cool.
With no downside, really. You've got the restrictions, and you've got the unique stratagems that were pretty cool as well. Yeah, I quite like them. So yeah, I hope you've all enjoyed that battle. Anthony Denton says 6 do mortals. Is that on the stabby guys?
Say that again.
The 6s do mortals on these guys.
That's
in combat as well, is it?
No. That's using Wrath of Mars.
Okay.
Which is a stratagem in the shooting phase.
Okay.
To do 6s to do mortal wounds.
Cool. Okie dokie. Well, see, that I think mortals is the best chance of taking down Be'lakor personally.
Yeah.
Because he's got no way of negating it.
Yeah.
But you know, it's one of those. It's the first game we've had for a long time as well. It'd be interesting in a full 2,000 point match play game, because then you've got your objectives to think about as well. This was quite a simplistic one really, where we just had to fight over the objectives. I thought it was a fun mission though.
Yeah, I did think it was a fun mission. Not being able to shoot over 24 inches, did it really hinder me? Maybe for the first turn it hindered me a little bit. Yeah. But not so much after that.
No, I mein the playing surface is quite small compared to how it used to be as well. Yeah. On a big board, again, a 3,000 point game, that might make a difference. Other than that, no, I thought it was really fun. So if you've enjoyed this, what we're going to be doing is alternating between games of AOS and 40k, predominantly focused on Crusade and Path to Glory. Next week we'll probably do an AOS game. The week after that we should have some Beast Snaggers painted. We'll see. If the book comes early on, we might be able to do some orcs, but obviously we haven't seen the new Orc Codex yet, so I want a chance to read that and do a full review. So next week probably have a game of AOS, maybe see the Uruks or the Skaven on the go if they're ready, Dave.
Potentially. They're probably going to be something a bit bigger on my painting desk this week, Matt.
Something a bit bigger. I do know what this is. So if you want to learn about that, listen to the podcast. That normally goes out on a Wednesday, I believe, as well.
Yeah, it does.
So thanks for joining us. If you're not already, if you could follow or subscribe on YouTube, that'd be amazing. You'll get notified when we go live with these battle reports. We also have regular reviews, unboxings, all that kind of jazz as well. So until next time, hope you have a great weekend. It's very sunny outside. It is about 1,000,000 degrees in the Sprues and Brews studio, so I'm going to go and have an ice cream. Hope you all have a good day, and we will